Hey guys, it is Crochet, and I apologize for my messy hair today. I did not feel like doing my hair when I went to training today. I just had my hair tied up. So my hair is a little bit wild, but I'm going to work with it as usual. Okay, so this is another yarn review. I'm going to be doing the Maxim Prism Chunky. I used the Lakeside yarn ball. And before I get into the review, yarn alert, I did have someone comment on my Hobie haul, and forgive me if I forgot your name. I'm so sorry, but I know her last name started with a V. I remember that. She did comment that my wish was granted, that Hobie is actually selling those beautiful Halloween yarns 50% off. Now, the twisted Halloween yarns are still a little pricey. They're $21 a ball. The cotton yarns that I got went down a few bucks, so they're like $13.50 a ball compared to what I paid for, like $17.80. The rest of the Halloween yarns are between $7.50 to $8.50 a ball. So I will put a direct link to those Halloween yarns on Hobie if you guys want to grab those before, who knows, it wouldn't even surprise me by the time I get paid on Friday that there's barely any Halloween yarns. But I hope there's enough for me by the time this Friday comes, because I can't shop for those yarns until Friday hits. So get yourself some, alright? Okay, so I did work a little bit on the bag that I'm trying to work on with that Halloween yarn. I will discuss more about that towards after, I should say, the yarn review part. Okay, let me drink my coffee. I am drinking Starbucks caramel, and if you see this, I have to wear this the next 3 days so they know I'm working the conference. So it's going to be annoying wearing this. But that's if you guys are curious. See, it says Gartner. So that's the big conference that we usually work every year. Okay, so getting into the yarn review. I did make another beanie, and this is by far my favorite. Like, it's so beautiful. I did use a pattern from Days Crochet. I will put a direct link to that particular pattern video from her. So far, I'm loving her beanie videos. Like, I love the designs that she has. So if you guys want really unique beanie designs, definitely check out Days Crochet YouTube channel. So as you can see, I did use the Maxim Chunky Prism. Now, I will read you again the info on this. So, it's 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 100% acrylic, 60 yards or 55 meters, made in Turkey. It recommends a US 11 or 8 millimeter knitting hooks, and it is knitting needles, excuse me, sorry about that. And it's a number 6, super bulky. Now, the care instructions for this particular yarn is hand wash in cool water, lay flat to dry, which of course a lot of us hate. So again, I just will show you a close-up of the beanie. So there's two in between the puffs. There are 2 single crochets, back loop only, and as you can see how beautiful the variegated colors came out. I love the blues and browns all together. And here's the back part, and I learned the invisible stitch in that video. I've been hearing that lately, and I'm like, how do you do the invisible stitch? And she showed it, and it was like so simple and easy. I'm going to be using that more often in my crochet. So as you can see, it's like, it's seamless. Look at that. It's beautiful. Like, the back is just so beautiful and clean. I really, really love this beanie pattern. This is definitely going to be like a fave in my, I need to make playlists, like favorite playlist of different crochet videos. So I don't have to like look through all my fave videos just to find a particular video. But this is definitely my favorite beanie pattern from Days Crochet. Okay. Oh, before I forget, I think I forgot to show you guys the last beanie. But I did do, if you guys are curious how I did the pom-pom, I did do the button and ribbon method. Now, the button I chose, I should have gone with something a little bit smaller. I had a hard time trying to put the elastic over the button. And I do plan to give this particular beanie to one of my supervisors instead of the Karen and Pantone. I tried it out. Let me put it on for you guys so you guys can see. So as you can see, super cute. I love it. I'm definitely gonna buy one more ball. This did take, so like it said in the packaging, it's 60 yards. So this actually took maybe about 80 yards of yarn. So you will have to use 2 of the Prism Chunky if you do plan to get you some after the review. Now, let's get to that part. Mixed feelings on this yarn. Let's start with the good part. Of course, I love the colors. I'm a big variegated crocheter. I love variegated yarns, so I do love the variegated colors in this. The softness of the yarn, that's another factor when it comes to good yarn, is how soft does it feel between my fingers when I'm working with it. Price point, $2.99 on Mary Maxim's website. Accessibility, only on Mary Maxim's website because it is a Mary Maxim product. So, price point good, accessibility, it's okay, you know. I mean, most of us shop online anyway, so it's not too bad, but it would be nice for those who don't really like to shop online, that like to feel the yarn first, check it out before they buy it. Because I understand sometimes when you buy yarn and you receive it, you realize you don't like the feel of it, you don't like the look of it. So it's like buying clothes. So it's the same thing. You gotta feel it, you gotta look at it. Let me take more coffee. Okay, so those are the good points I have about this yarn. Oh my gosh, guys, I really love it looks so good on me. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. You guys need to make this. This is a beautiful, beautiful beanie pattern. Anyways, tangent. So, so if you are one of those people that don't like animal fur all over the place, I guess that's the best analogy I can come up with, or best comparison. Because as you can see, let me get the ball. So in the yarn itself, you can see how the fibers are sticking out. So I have my black nightgown on, and I did start working on this morning. I had to take a break from the bag, so that's why I came up with another beanie that fast. It's not too bad on my clothing, because maybe it depends on the type of fabric you're wearing. I don't know, but I can see like maybe a little under 10, maybe about 10 fibers on my clothing. But if you're one of those people that are very particular about that kind of stuff, like fur or like acrylic loose yarn all over the place, this is not the yarn for you. Because I understand people can't stand that stuff. Sometimes I can't stand it either. What else is bad about it? So, working with it. Before this pattern video, there was another pattern I wanted to try that was from Days Crochet. I don't remember if, I think it's when I was chaining it, like the beginning of the project, and I decided, oh, this pattern's not, I don't think this is good for this yarn. So when I was undoing the yarn, I had to use my scissors 3 times to cut the little tiny yarns that were tying the yarn up. Because usually when you undo a crochet project, it's smooth, it's easy, it's fast. Because, you know, we all make mistakes in our projects. So it's just nice to, you know, make it fast so you can get back to it. But yeah, depending on how you start, because like this pattern, there was no long chain. It was like chain 4, slip stitch to first chain, and then put in 8 single crochets in the middle or something like that, in middle of the hole. So it really depends on how you start your project. So when you're chaining with this yarn, I warn you, if you don't get the whole roving, oh, just so you know, this is a type of roving yarn. This is my first time working with roving yarn, and to me, it's an okay yarn. I wouldn't use this type of yarn. I mean, I do want to get the Prism. They do have it says Maxim Prism, so the roving yarn is a little bit skinnier than this. So I do want to get that just to try it out. But when it comes to the chunky, I would probably buy one more ball of the Lakeside just to finish this other ball. But yeah, to be honest, and when I do these reviews, these are just my opinions alone. I'm not doing this to get paid, or this is just my opinion, and to give you guys an idea of what to do with the Prism chunky yarn if you have it, or if you're thinking about getting it, you want to, you know, have a second opinion on it. For a beanie, it's great. I wouldn't use it for a scarf, really, in my opinion. I mean, you could if you want, but the thing that what I don't like about this yarn really is, like I said, with the loose fibers, when I was working with it, there were times where I felt like I was inhaling those loose fibers, and I don't like that. It wouldn't even surprise me if I inhaled like 1 or 2 of them or something like that, because I can feel something in the back of my nose, and I don't like that at all. So like I said, I wouldn't work with this yarn a lot, just rarely. But that's probably my pet peeve about this yarn, is the loose fibers. The splitting isn't too bad. I didn't really, well, like I said, if you don't get the whole roving yarn, it's like if you were to put your hook through the chain, or the top of the chain, like you put a single crochet and your hook goes into like the middle of it, or like even just like the edge of it, and you create a little tiny hole, then yeah, that did happen to me like 3 times, maybe a few times, and it was annoying. I would have to go back. And sometimes there was another thing I noticed, is that as I was working with this yarn, like some of the fibers, like you would complete a single crochet and you would keep going, then when you look back at your work, you'll see like a few strands like just sticking out weirdly, and that bugs the crap out of me. So it would be like sticking out like that, you know what I mean? I don't know if you can see what I'm saying, but I would have to undo it and start over again, or start over on that row. So I would definitely give it a 2.5 out of 5 yarn balls. It's not bad. It's just, I I wouldn't even say it's good. It's more of like in between poor and good. I don't know what you would describe that. I mean, like I said, that's just my opinion. But when you put it together and like in this beanie, it looks beautiful. That's what I love about it. But working with it and dealing with the loose fibers, that bugs the crap out of me. So that's why I wouldn't give it a full 3 stars. But you know, it's, for me, it was a good experience because I've never done, like I said, roving yarn. So if you haven't tried roving yarn, I would definitely start off with the regular Prism. I wouldn't start off with the chunky. Oh, I did use an 8mm hook, if you guys are curious, with this pattern, because she recommended 9, but I think 8 is. But anyways, but that's my review. I would definitely, I mean, I would buy it again, but maybe later. I mean, if it was like $1 per ball, I would definitely buy more of it, but I'm not in a hurry to try the other colors, really. Like I said, for now, I would probably buy one more Lakeside just to make another beanie, but not right now. Coffee. My review video is already at 60 minutes, so let's 16, excuse me. So I hope you guys like this beanie. I love it too. And it's too bad I'm giving it to one of my supervisors because I think she'll love it. I have to let her know how to take care of it though. I don't think she's gonna like that, but we'll see. Okay, so guys, I had a hard time yesterday with this. Let me just show you. So as you guys know, this is a super fine, I believe a number 2. So I was really happy about my choice in faux leather. So I was lucky that I have a green, like a Halloween green faux leather. Let me put this on my chest. Or actually, hold on. Let me unravel just a little bit of the yarn. Okay. So I do have, now, okay, first of all, next time, I'm just gonna make exactly this shape. I tried to make it smaller, and this is the only time I'm gonna make it this small. My hole punching is not, I mean, it looks mostly even, but there is a corner part that it's like, the holes are a little bit too close. But that's just me. So I'm just gonna stick with that template in the future. So like I said, I found a beautiful green faux leather for, this is gonna be the bottom, and then this is the funkiest faux leather that I got, and it's neutral colors. I don't have any Halloween faux leather theme, so this is gonna be the inside. So it kind of looks like eyeballs, kind of. So the part that was difficult for me was, I just realized I'm showing you a whip, work in progress. My first whip. So I had to unravel this 3 times, guys. Like I would do like 4 to 5 rows, and I didn't like how it looked, and then I would unravel the whole thing. And this is gonna be the last time. Like I'm gonna put a link to the video that I found, because I first tried single crochet. It looked nice, but then I didn't like how it looked like there was too many stitches. I don't know, that was just me. So I kept on searching and searching, and I came upon mosaic crochet, which I will try sometime in the future. I thought that was cool, but that's not it. I don't remember what this girl's video is. I hope it's in my history. It should be, but I will put a link to her video, because she was making a crochet blanket with this type of stitching, I guess. So it is, these are half double, But instead on top of the chain, and oh yeah, first I tried to use a 3.75 millimeter hook. Did not like how the gaps were a little bit too big, so I went down to a 2.75. So in her video, instead of putting the half double in the top of the chain, sorry, you put it in between the half double crochets. And I liked how it looked in her video. So I tried it out, and I think this is the stitch I'm gonna go by for now, just for the bottom part until I work my way up. Now, it's a little flat. Usually when I work these bags, they start to curl up. So I think at one point I will have to do like a single crochet, 2 together, just so the edges will start to curl up. But I'm gonna have to experiment on that because I don't know how that's gonna look like. So this is how far I've gotten. So I cannot promise you. I know I said I was gonna try and finish this before tomorrow, but that's not realistic, unfortunately. So I do have another show. It's still with Gartner, but it's a smaller Gartner next week. I'm gonna try and complete it before that show. That's my goal, because I really want to finish this bag before Halloween. So, oh, also, because as you guys can tell, I started with the outside of the ball instead of the inside. I was so happy I was able to find, because that was the one thing I was worried about when I took off the packaging label, was I going to be able to find the beginning of the purple yarn, because I didn't want to start with the neon. I wanted to start with the purple. So I was happy that I was able to find it, because they just tucked it a little bit somewhere and it was easy to find. So yeah. And also the glue. Let me talk about this glue. Okay, so this glue, Fabric Fusion, it's Aleene's original. It's great on ribbons. When I was doing the ribbon and button method for the pom-pom, it's great on ribbons. Now, I tried it on the faux leather. Now, it's probably because I was impatient. And number 2 factor is I probably didn't put enough weight on this, so you know the faux leathers can stick together better. So that's probably, because you can probably tell, maybe, because there's some holes where you can see a shift, and that kind of bugs me. Yeah, like up here there's like, I don't know if you can see, I know it's probably too tiny, but there's a little shift in the faux leather. So next time I just need to be patient. I'm going to give it a second chance. And if this is not great for faux leather, I got to find something else. So that's my work in progress so far. I think the next yarn I want to do a review on is the Sweet Roll, Premier Sweet Roll Fruits, because I love the dragon fruit. Out of all the fruits, when it comes to the yarn itself, it's like my favorite design. I love the colors and the design itself. And just, you know, if you're curious, that's how it's going to come out. Because this is going to be my beanie. I want to make a beanie for myself. I really want to keep this beanie though, guys. It's so pretty. But I do have this one, the rain shower. So I'm going to try this one as well, see how it comes out. And I'm definitely going to be using the same pattern because it looks really, really good. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry that it's a little bit long. I try not to make my videos more than 20 minutes when it comes to the reviews. But of course I had so many things to announce and talk about. So I don't know when my next, God, I really hate my hair right now, sorry. I don't know when I'm going to post another review video. Maybe sometime after, well actually I was thinking of, because I'm not going to bring the bag. I rather work on the bag at home. Because to me beanies is a small project, like small crochet project. So I will probably bring one of the yarns and work on a different beanie when I'm on my break or lunchtime or who knows what. And hopefully I can do another review video. But I'm definitely gonna be doing a beanie without the pom-pom, because I like to alternate between non-pom-pom and pom-pom. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. And thanks for, like I said, thanks for supporting my channel, commenting, liking, everything. Please continue that. And if you guys are new watching my video, subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.